Shaddah Da Family. This is Tank here, live on ship number 9, here on the Blue Rock. ATUN-RE ran into one of his old buddies of his, one of his old cellmates, and he wanted to share some words, share a message to the family. The time now is 05 a.m., and today is November 16th, 2018. ATUN-RE, you on? ATUN-RE, you can go ahead.
Listen, my brothers and sisters around the globe, everybody who's listening to this, I want you to know that the reason why this class is now taking place at 2:35 a.m. is because you have to count the numbers in order that you may know. What do I mean by that? Very shortly here now, we'll be introducing to the world a thing called a new numerology. Okay? Numerology is the study of numbers. Numbers follow you wherever you go. Your phone number, your address, your social security number, whatever number they want, let me tell you, they have when it comes to you all. And again, you all, without question, are in a state by which now memory must be restored. So, let's count the numbers on the time that this class is now starting. Ready? It is now 2:36 a.m. Listen, Western Standard Time. 2 and 3 equals 5. 5 and 6 equals what? 11. Which bears witness to, watch, the two witnesses. Okay, are you with me? Now, when I say the two witnesses, when you talk in terms of Revelation chapter 11, it talks about two witnesses. These two witnesses, let me explain, can be any two of you at any given time by which you bear witness to something that you must give testimony to and for. What do I mean by that? Many people here today bear witness to many things. The first of the two witnesses was I, myself, and my brother, listen, who you all have yet to know because his name, listen, is Amun-Re. What do I mean by that? He's referred to as the hidden one. Well, this hidden one that I'm referring to was in the gymnasium with me at San Quentin. The brother who is now standing here with me, he was in that gymnasium too at the very same time, though he knew not that the brother who was with me at that time was indeed my brother, listen, who you all will one day come to meet. He is the being who took the job that nobody else wanted. He is the angel Israel himself. Many call him the angel of what? Yeah. Meaning, when you meet him, he's walking your ass back to the ether realm saying it's over now. You all have lived and now you have died. But death is a part of life, so everybody should realize that death is as much life as life itself. However, it's a part of life that you all will not experience until you die. Now, there's rules to this thing, meaning you must learn how to exit stage right. Meaning, when you find yourself in the grave, you will find yourself there in triple darkness. The one thing that we do not allow back into the etheric realm, listen, is the opposite of divine love. And what is the opposite of divine love? Many will say hate, and I will say, what if I hate negativity? What if I hate bloodshed? What if I hate everything that's wrong that's happening to the children that shouldn't be? Question, is hate seen under that type of light a bad or evil thing? And the answer is no, because hate is not the true and exact opposite of what you call love. Hate is like a match. It depends upon the intent of the striker. What do I mean by that? With a match and a particular type of intent, I can choose to take that match, throw it into the fireplace of a home. Myself and the children, we can warm ourselves. Hell, we can even roast marshmallows. It becomes a beautiful thing. But with that same match and different type of intent, instead of choosing to throw it into the fireplace of the home, we can choose to strike the match and burn the house down. So hate has never been the true and exact opposite of love. Want to know why? Because hate only becomes a bad thing depending upon what and towards whom you are striking your hatred towards, and the reason by which you strike that hatred. Because you all have been taught that hate is the true and exact opposite of love, and indeed it is not. This is what has caused people on this planet here and nowadays to experience a mutated form of love that we who are your elders call a lip service. It goes like this. Oh, I love you, yeah, but let me need somewhere to go. Oh, I love you, yeah, but let me need something to eat. Oh, I love you, yeah, but let my problems to me be a little bit bigger than what I see your problem to be. The love I say I have for you goes right out the back door. Well, that's not real love. So, in that mind state, after having grabbed what it is I pitched, because I'm pitching, you catching, you caught it, then becomes the question. Tiptoe to touch it because it's yours. It belongs to you. It's your inheritance. Inherently, it belongs to you. So, as gold is gold, so also are the words that I now speak. Enriching the soul, bringing you back to a state of divine, ready, memory. You all are being called upon now to rise and do a divine thing called to remember. The prefix is re, which means to do again. Remember, what it means is to become a member again of a specific team and family that you all once belonged to many thousands of years ago. And each of you now who are hearing my voice on this radio, as it vibrates throughout the boundless universe to all, it is triggering things on your insides by which you have no choice now but to rise, rise, rise. So as it has been spoken, so now it shall be. In that we now will start and speak. I would like to introduce to you the brother who's standing here with me, in San Quentin, Jim. This brother is a very good brother. I've known him now for some years. What's your name, bro? Dog, don't be shy. Yeah.
My street name is Twin. My birth name is Oren Hearn. I was named after my grandfather, which was from Wales, England. I took up on that name, Mr. Hearn.
Mr. Hearn. Well, my brother, I'd like you just to give a brief rundown on to how you and I met, what we experienced, what we've seen, and the time period that you and I have separated, and what you, as an individual, have experienced since then. Let's talk about it.
Yes, we can. I truly believe it was in the year of 1989, my first stay at the Correctional Facility Clay Bank. I truly believe at that time it was a appointed time, not just only time, but an appointed time that you and I had met. I didn't know you. You didn't know me. But it was something that you saw in me that I was seeking to know something. And that was the truth. And from there, it begun. And from this day, I'm still seeking the truth. In between now and here, I've studied a whole lot of different things, a lot of information out there that, that can never stop learning. So, and as for myself, I'm going to continue to seek the truth, continue to seek for information that's out there that has not been read or seen.
May I say something real quick?
Yes.
It was said a long time ago by myself to many people, seek for the truth and you will find it. And the truth will set you free. They say set you. I didn't say that. I said make you free. You see, now the truth of the matter is just like they said, I told the people, it is expedient that I leave you because if I don't leave you, the comforter will not come. No, I did not say that. I said comfort would not come your way. Why? Because growth is not promoted through a state of comfort. Growth is promoted through a state of discomfort. It's only when you're uncomfortable that you are growing. And so, many people might hear today say, what type of God would allow us as Nubian people to be enslaved for 400 years in the first place. And I would say, a merciful God. And many might say, why? And I would say, because the truth is, the rule is you must first serve before you rule. Because if indeed you do not first serve before you rule, you can only dictate. What do I mean by that? Well, it says, a servant shall they be to our brother. Shall they be to us as their brother. What do I mean when we talk in terms of Canaanites, Amorites, Hittites, Harvites? It says a servant shall they be unto their brother. And their brethren that was being referred to in that quote is us, meaning Nubian people of the world. So as I turn to an Amorite and say, get over there and fix me a salmon, damn it, I might say, well, you over there, fix yourself one. Or better yet, sit down. Let me fix us both one. Why? Because I remember what it is to be a slave. And in remembering what it is to be a slave, I know what slaving is all about. And that gives me a stronger sense of compassion that they did not have. Because the rule is, you must first serve before you rule, or you can only dictate. So, that we may never exist in a state of manifest error ever again, understand why each of you and your forefathers were made slaves. Because it's a day coming where each of you will rule in a place that belongs solely to you as Nubian people who inhabit the blue rock that misappropriately became known as Earth. What do I mean by that? They named our home, this planet, after a Greek whore. If I say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what language am I speaking? Then becomes a question. And the answer to that is Greek. If I say January, February, March, April, May, what language am I speaking? And the answer to that is Greek. So, again, how did the Greeks get into our story? Then became a question. Many of you know that my father called upon you all as the AEO. Why and how? Because my father was, listen, first off, Nuwapo was just the spiritual science that we who are your elders gave to you all in ancient Tamaray. Listen, that was a science given to children. Why? Because it was only designed to see who amongst the children had the ability to make proper, ready choices. Why? Because Nuwapo is based on sound, right reasoning. And here today, you people have intellectualized, many of you that is, have intellectualized yourself right out the ballpark as Nuwapian. Why? Because you was giving, listen, something by my father that here today causes many of you to stand up and call yourselves gods and goddesses. No, you ain't a god or a goddess just because you can pay your rent. What do I mean by that? In order to be a god or a goddess, that means you would have to do something godly. What do I mean by that? Each of you were given a concept of what it is to be a by God, who was my father, who many of you to right here to this day have failed to conceptualize immaculately. Meaning, you talk the talk, but do you walk the walk? What have you done, listen, to prove yourself as a god or a god? Can you make the wind blow? And if indeed you can't, sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. Because the truth of the matter is, if indeed you were just wise enough to say and be honest and say, no, I can't make the wind blow, but I sure like to learn. In that day, I would embrace you and teach you because it's not hard to do. Just like many days have gone and come and gone since the Sermon on the Mount thousands of years ago. There I fed a bunch of people with a little bread and some fish. Well, the Sermon on the Mount will be held again. This time it will be held on the mounds in Carson, Georgia. You hear that? Carson, Georgia. Each of you who are hearing my voice, you will be there that day, I promise you. In Carson, Georgia, like pieces of steel to a magnet. You will not have a choice in the matter. You can look at it like this. Look at it like a river flowing. have choices only to this degree. One, you can choose to lay down in it, which is the current of the Most High Himself, and to just let go and allow the current to take you where it's intended for you to be and go. And in this, you can't help but grow. Or you can choose to try to swim against it. Guaranteed, you'll drown. But what's ironic is when you wake up, you'll be right there anyway, right where you're supposed to be. And the one thing I won't say is, see, I told you, I'll just look at you and we'll all laugh. Because laughter is good for the soul. And in the end, there shall be only laughter. In the end, there shall be only laughter. In the end, there shall be only laughter. And that day, we will laugh with tears of joy. But having come the distance and having endured from A to Z all the misery and all the trials and tribulations that you may experience one day, a thing called triumph. Because without trial and tribulation, triumph can never be yours. Now, continue, my brother. Where'd you meet me?
What's
In Claybank,
in
right?
Claybank?
Notice that.
Yes,
What was it called?
Claybank facility in Fairfield, California, Solano County. The teaching, the class that you was giving me was very stunning. It was my first time ever hearing it. But since then, it began for me. I truly believe. You know, I remember this one dictator made a statement, and that statement he had said that how fortunate it is to find those that is in power, and to find those that don't think to be dumbfounded. Ever since then, I've looked at life totally a different way. For those that are dictators, number one, was enslaved or served.
Devon, come and get up front, bro. Go ahead. I'm listening.
With that, I'm out. I'm done.
No, you're not done. Let me just say this to you. The reason why I'm doing this, you want to know why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I listen to you speak here tonight
Yeah,
without me having to give you insight,
yeah,
having grown in places that you couldn't help but notice.
yeah.
The truth of the matter is that these things started a while back.
Yes,
Which now, as you look back, though it might have been some 15 odd years ago,
yeah,
it's but a twinkle of an eye, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't long at all. We were watching our environment, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because everything that's going on around us, we have to be mindful of. These days, they got a new demon on the planet. Yeah.